Hello, this is Mr. Donlinger. We are going to go through week 5, week 3 of our career lessons for sophomore guidance. This is week 5 for our large group sophomore guidance. Just want to say before we begin, I want to make sure that you guys give us some feedback here. If you would please click on the 10th grade guidance Google site. The site is before you right now, sites.google.com/a/westside66.net/10guidance. Please click on the career info tab or career link tab. There is a 5-question survey. It'll take you about 60 seconds. If you want to pause this recording, go ahead and do so and take care of that. Just want to have some feedback for our sophomores for next year. Thank you. Okay, so let's review. Let's talk week 1, week 2. What did we talk about before? You remember Mr. Henningsen talking about mindfulness, Mr. McCann talking about your college options. Next year you're going to be going through My Big Future as a junior. Week 3, we did the Career Strengths Explorer, and we put our results on your Google, on your presentation. And then last week we had our career panel experts, and this week we're going to be talking about a reality check, seeing if we can make enough money that will sustain our lifestyle choices. So let's go ahead and go to your Google presentation that you started in week 2. So slide number 6 says, after listening to the career panel, what career are you most interested in, and how does it fit with one of your strengths? So go ahead and finish that slide. Okay, so after this lesson, we're going to be talking about thinking how your career deals with your strengths, and then does that career fit with your talents, and will it make you enough money to get what you want? So some items to notice when you're going through this website. What is the education needed? What is the average pay? What is the future outlook in this career? And how does this career choice relate to your strengths? Okay, so think about where you're at. What are you good at? What do you like doing? And now go to educationquest.org. If you go to the resources tab and scroll down, and you're going to see a little tab that says reality check. So from educationquest.org, go to resources, down to reality check, or just click the link right here. Okay, there's reality check from resources. Click on it and you're going to find a screen that looks like this. Click on the reality check and you're going to see a map like this. Education Quest is a Nebraska organization that helps students find opportunities after high school, whether it's tuition assistance, if it's financial aid, scholarships, career paths, whatever it is. It's really helps with our Nebraska students. So with that, they're going to be asking you to find a place to live in Nebraska. And it only has Nebraska towns. But if you'd like to live in a place such as Kansas City, a large city, Minneapolis, St. Paul, St. Louis, click on Omaha for a similar comparison. Next, they're going to ask you to go to what kind of dwelling would you like to live in? Would you like to live in a house, apartment, living at home? I do suggest if you are planning on living at home, you talk with the people in your home first. Then choose what you'd like to have in your home. Do you want a landline? Do you want electricity, water, gas, internet, cable, mobile service? All these things cost money. You'll notice over in the right-hand side that there is uh, a budget, and every time that you click on something, it's going to add to that budget, a monthly budget. The next slide asks you to be thinking about what kind of food that you're going to you'd like to cook or you'd like to eat. Notice that eating out in restaurants is a little bit more expensive than eating at home. How much are you willing to pay for that a month? The next slide deals with how are you going to get around? Are you going to be taking public transportation? Are you going to be having a vehicle of your own? If so, what kind of vehicle? You'll notice that each one of these has a different price to it. So choose on that, and if you notice over here in the right-hand side, the running balance is going to continue getting higher. So how much for clothing? What are you going to spend, and what kind of clothes do you need? Do you need work clothes? Do you need formal wear? What kind of clothes do you need? One of the things that I did not think of when I was a sophomore in high school was health care. How are you getting, how are you staying healthy? Are you going to the doctor's visit? Each one of those options is going to cost you a little bit of money. And then other basic needs. Are you going to get your hair cut? Are you going to have soap and shampoo and towels and things like that? Just the basics. Or are you going to get some other things with the extras, the designer products, or the gym membership? What are you going to be doing in your free time? What are some of your hobbies? Those hobbies cost money. How are you going to pay for those? And then finally, what other things do you like? Do you like a pet? Do you like vacations? Do you like stuff? And notice over here on the side, each time you add things, it's going to add more money into your budget. Finally, are you going to save? How much are you going to save per month for that rainy day, for that car that you want to own, for that house payment? How much are you going to be wanting to save? Now, before we can start earning any money, we need to be thinking about what kind of education you're going to have. More times than not, the more education that you receive or you earn, the more salary you're going to earn as well. So you can, like Mr. McCann was talking about, you can get a certificate that's very specific to a specific job. You can get an associate's degree that's in 2 years, a bachelor's degree is in 4 years, a bachelor's plus a master's, and then or you can get a professional degree. And then once you click on that, make sure you click on where you're going to get that, if it's going to be a public or private institution, college or university. And then once you click on this, it's going to give you the total of what each year is going to cost you. And what we need to do now is to find out a job that will sustain your lifestyle. The top part of this deals with education. What did you put down that how much education and training you'd like to have? Okay, the bachelor's degree is 4 years or higher, the 2 years associate's degree, or just going into the work experience. Okay, occupation cluster, what type of job were you looking at? And click one of those. I clicked education and training because being a school counselor, that deals with occupation and training. I clicked get careers, and it showed me. It still showed me what I needed, but it also showed me some possible choices here. And under possible choices, I selected secondary school counselor. What did you choose? Once I clicked on that, it showed me what my average annual salary could be. Now, if you remember, my annual salary needed was almost $50,000, and my average salary for being a high school counselor was just over $50,000. So what I'd like you to do right now is to go back into your PowerPoint slide and answer these questions. When reading about your career choice, what was the average salary for your career? Is your career choice a viable choice in regards to your lifestyle choices? And then how is your career choice related to your strengths? And here's my example. Okay. The average salary in Omaha was for a school counselor is about $58,000. It grew from 2009 to 2011. It grew about 3%. And since I am a blue or a people person, I enjoy working with people, and that's how it came. That's how my strengths relate to my career. So, what I need you to do is to complete slide number 7 and show that to your counselor when you meet in the small group next week. If you have any questions, give your counselor a call, but it has been an honor and a privilege to be a part of your sophomore guidance experience. Have a great day.